These videos give you such the coolest opportunities, and I think we haven't seen anything yet.
One of the main reasons we get to do these videos is because of our viewers. You guys for watching, subscribing.
And welcome back this week, guys. As you can see, we're not at the barn like we typically are. I'm Gaston Rossato.
And I'm Renzo Rossato, and today we're with the Ferrari 308 GTBi.
And you're probably wondering, what is all this about? Well, this is a fire station, of course, and the vehicle behind us doubles up for fire rescue and a tow truck.
We might need it because this is a 1980s Ferrari, but we hope we don't. I'm suited up and I'm ready to go. Let's go for that drive.
Let's do it.
All right, so we got our support vehicles with us, the tow truck and the fire trucks, just in case anything happens. So this is, like we mentioned, a 308 GTBi. This is a 2.9 liter V8 producing 202 horsepower.
Which is not a lot of horsepower and not a very fast car, considering, you know, it's a Ferrari. You think Ferrari, you think, wow, very, very fast. It's actually not a very fast car, but it is a fun car. Very difficult to get used to driving because the pedals are offset to the right, so your feet are sort of like this. The steering wheel does not have tilt or telescopic steering. So it's a fixed, steering wheel. So depending on your size, your shape, whatever, that could be a little more difficult. So a cool little fact, okay, to know, 308. So although it's a 2.9 liter V8, it's kind of rounded off 3 liter, 8 cylinders, 308. That's where it comes from. And the I, obviously, injection versus the old early cars are GTB or GTS. Hear that pop, hear that pop. So this specific car is equipped with a tubey exhaust. It sounds a little bit louder, it's a little more aggressive than your average exhaust. I think it gives it a really nice tone. And I love the GTB factor of it because GTBs actually bring a little more money in today's market, and I'll explain why. The US market on a new car buyer like a Porsche or a Ferrari typically wants a convertible.
Right.
This car didn't come in full convertible configuration, but it was offered in GTS version, which is the Targa top. So there was a lot more GTSs introduced into the US market when these cars are new than the GTB. So today it's a little more rare to find a GTB, thus it provides and brings a little more premium versus GTS.
I mean, you're about 6'2", 6'3", I'm about 6'3", 6'4", and I'm sitting up straight here. My head does touch a little bit on the roof, but I'm pretty comfortable. I mean, it's not an extremely tight space. Now, this is a very low car.
Extremely low car, and you don't realize it until you compare it with other cars.
Right. It's pretty impressive how low this car is. It kind of makes you feel like you're kind of driving a go-kart with the no power steering.
Well, when you look at the seats, they're basically on the floor. The rails are right along the floor.
Right.
Yeah, boy. That's right. You have this beautiful gated shift, which is a dog leg.
You gotta love that.
You have to get used to that first gear down there, up gearing for second. It takes a little bit of getting used to between the pedals, the shifting. It can be quite the challenge. It's a very analog car is what we love about it. You really have to drive. There's no ABS. There's no traction control. There's no airbags.
Right. And I think that gated shifter for the Ferrari is one of my favorite features when you're looking at these, manual Ferraris. The way it clicks as you put
You feel it. If you put that gear in, it's like clunk.
Yeah, it is great.
And you know you're in.
Right. And I would.
What's up, Javi?
Hey. We actually have one of our buddies here from our Cars and Coffee on Sunday morning.
The car actually has AC and it's doable.
Yeah, it is. It's actually nice. It's a pretty hot day. I'm wearing this suit. The AC is blowing and it's nice. And for 1980, it's great.
These cars are infamous for overheating. They're not cars that are really practical in traffic. They need to be flowing. They need that airflow. They need that ram air to cool off. Although they're not air cooled, but that certainly helps. Okay, they don't like to be parked. They have to be rolling.
And here we're rolling with some support. All right, we're back from that drive.
We had a support vehicle there. Nothing happened. We made it back safe, so it's all good.
It's all good. Thank God. This suit was not needed, but still fun to use.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about this car a little more and give the viewers a little more details on it.
Right, so this is 1980. This is the first year of the mechanical fuel injected system. Early cars were carbureted, later cars were also fuel injected, but quattro valve, what they called 4 valves per cylinder versus 2 valves per cylinder.
Okay. So this car, the 308, was produced for 10 years, from 1975 to 1985. The earlier ones being the carbureted ones, right. And like we mentioned, this is the first year of the injected version.
Car made famous by the popular TV series Magnum P.I.
Which just recently got re-released, I heard.
And it's horrible, don't even waste your time. So the predecessor to this car is actually a Dino 246.
And the successor is the 328. And if we continue to follow that line of the V8 rear-engine Ferraris, we fall to the 488 GTBi, which is the newest model out, which is actually at the barn right now.
Sure do. Yeah, we have a beautiful one there, guys. Check it out. This is a Pininfarina design car. There's actually a 308 GTB4, which is a Bertone design. It's a 2+2 car. It's a whole different car, but this is the famous 308 GTB GTS. GTS being the Targa, GTB being the Bernaletta hardtop coupe.
And
now,
this is a US spec.
This is a US spec. It's good that you mentioned that because the US spec did have cosmetic differences. There's a lot of them, but the main one that you can spot out quickly are the bumpers.
Right.
US bumpers were much larger than a Euro spec car. Also, we mentioned quattro valves, which is the later models. Those can easily be picked up because they have louvers here in the front bonnet versus any other two valve car or the early carbureted cars.
Right, so you can get a very different car within that 10-period span. Even though it is a 308, the variances seem to be pretty drastic.
Yeah, there's some different ones in there. Absolutely phenomenal. I gotta thank the first responders for this opportunity and allowing us to be here at the station today, pulling out the trucks, following us. This is all in good fun. The fact is, it's a reliable car, okay? It's not gonna catch fire.
No, thank you for the first responders, really, for everything you do day in and day out, and obviously for this opportunity right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned a little more about the Ferrari 308. We were actually supposed to film this a couple days ago, and between now and then, we sold the car, and so
This is the new owner right here.
This is the new owner right here.
His daddy bought the car, Diago, and hopefully it'll be his when he gets older, right, buddy? Diago.
Like, share, subscribe, follow me at Renzo Rossato.
Gaston Rossato.
And we'll be back here next week.
Thank you.
And click the like button.